Baiken is making that face right now. This is the face that you make when you read comment sections and they be like, Baiken sucks. And I'm like, I'm making that same face right there on the left is what she's making. And then on the right is what I want to do to people when I see that in the comment section. Like, every character can't be Luna where you hit S3 and use no skill at all and win. What is up, my legends? It's Scion. We are back, and we are going to actually talk about Baiken today. All right, so she is my 18th 6-star, and a lot of people get a little bit twisted about Baiken. Let me explain a little bit about her. Baiken is not a noob character, and what I mean by that is you just can't set her and forget her. She's kind of like Says. And what I mean by that is Says, you can't just set Says either and forget him, because Says is going to waste his S3 and just do all types of nonsense, and Baiken will waste her S3 too. Now, first we're going to talk about her first skill, which is Tatsumi Gashi, and pretty much attacks enemy, and 45% chance to inflict 2 bleed damage effects for 2 turns. A critical hit will reduce the caster's skill cooldown by 1 turn, which is very good for all the rest of your skills. And as you see, no cooldown, everything else like that. The skill enhances 5%, 10% effect at 3, 10% damage dealt at +3, 4%, at +4, 15% effect chance, and at 5 or +5, 15% chance on damage dealt. Tetsurane Sanozawa Toshi is attacks the enemy with an expert swordsmanship with 55% chance to inflicting 3 bleeds effects for 2 turns. A critical hit will grant extra turn. Alright, so again, you get 5% extra damage. At +2, you get 10% effect chance. At +3, you get 10% damage dealt. +4, 15% effect chance. +5, 15% damage dealt. So what that basically adds to that is that makes this like an 80% chance. I believe 25, yep, 80% chance once you get it already maxed out. Now, here's the cool thing at number 3, which is Gairyo Tensei. Delivers a deadly blow, detonating any of the bleed effects inflicted on the enemy at the end of a turn. A critical hit increases the combat readiness of all allies by 15%. So you need to actually positively have full crit on her. No excuses, just try to do it the best way you can. And the soul burn is increased damage dealt. And again, +1, 5%, +2, combat readiness 5%, +3, 10% damage dealt, +4, 5% combat readiness, +5, 15% damage dealt. Now, the reason why you do not want the computer controlling her is because she's always going to use Gairyo Tensei off the start, because it's just what the computer is trained to do, and you shouldn't be doing that because you don't have any bleed procs. And I think that's what one of the keys of why people are saying, oh, she's not that great and everything else. She's a heavy investment character, and again, what I mean by heavy investment is you need to have some more gore in her to increase her stats. You need to have some effectiveness on her so she doesn't get her stacks resisted, and you need to have critical hit chance, which you just out the box, most gamers aren't just going to just have this readily available like that. Now, this is a ragtag set that I put together. You see, everything isn't maxed. I am using twins on her because twins is the best possible thing that you can put on her, because you need her to have as many attacks as you can get on her, especially with that one skill. The one skill of reducing cooldown. So the more attacks that she actually gets off with Rihanna Lucilia, the better off she will be, because that means that her turn cooldown right here will actually be going down. You do not have a skill cooldown reduction in more gore with her on her 7 turns, so you have to really count on your one skill spamming a lot to reduce that. And on top of that, you see right here that this doesn't actually have a skill cooldown either, but it does grant you extra turn, which means that you will get a good deal Tatsumi Gashi out there, a lot. So definitely you need twins. Twins is probably meta. It's not going to be anything better than that right now for her. And again, like I said, you want to actually take control of her, because the computer will waste S3s, especially with certain characters. Again, like what Says, I know, remember in the beginning, everybody was like, Says ain't all that great, and now everybody's seeing, oh my god, Says is great, I'm gonna have Cleave team and everything else. And I'm sitting there like, bruh, I said this like day 1 that Says was good. and that you should put attack on him and just run out there and just blow everybody up and control him. But because he wasn't an instant gratification and you just couldn't set him and forget him, people said he sucked. And they're doing the same thing now with Baiken. Baiken is pretty much a single target version of that. You need to control Baiken to make Baiken good. And you need to have her set up in a certain way. She has to have the critical damage and well, you don't have to have critical damage. You can go more of an attack build if you want to. Me personally, I'm going speed, absolutely speed, because the speed, you need her to overlap as best as possible. You need to have twins, as if you can get twins. You can go with the 4-star artifact. That kind of works out a little bit as well to get an extra attack out there. But with that said, I'm probably going to go with the speed and hit, because you need effectiveness too. You can get, as you can see, my critical hit chance is like 81% right now. This isn't max, and on top of this is a trash necklace. So I can get to 100% like that, and you know, maybe eke my way a little bit up more towards 200% crit damage and get the attack up. But again, I'm not using the best possible gear on her. You can push yourself up to once you start getting level 85 and 88 gear on this character as red. So you know, raid stuff is going to be key. Hunt stuff is going to be key. So I'm like, I really didn't want to be doing Wyvern 11 anymore because I'm tired of it, but I'm going to have to sit in there just a little bit more just to get gear for her. And I think I'm just not going to care after that and then go for gear in other places. But with that said, I'm particularly liking her as far as her character. Now, you will notice here on her first area right here, she is attack percent. Second area gives her health. Third area is the skill, which pretty much, again, you get attack and health right there. Back this up a little bit. Fourth area, you get critical hit chance, which is nice. Fifth area, you get, which I already have, you get attack. And the sixth area, which I didn't really care too much about, I'm still going to go get it, is health. You get 6% health, and you do actually get, if you back out, I do believe that it is actually in the collab for you to actually be able to buy. I might be able to buy it right now, but I don't have enough of the life stones. Let's just take this. It's always nice to get. Yeah, so I can get this right now. Alright, so I have enough already now, but as you can see, I pretty much went hardcore for this, and I just don't have any right now to do that. But we can just go into the life altar and get that easily anyway. Baiken's imprint is attack percent. Sadly, I will not be getting that because it took all of my resources just to get Baiken at 121. It was the first time that actually happened. It's a bit sad, but is what it is. And her specialty, as you can see, the people that she trusts Soul, she trusts Dizzy, she trusts Ludwig, and she has a grudge against Eno, which again, this is shocking because I thought Eno wasn't supposed to be playable. And I'm starting to think that Eno will be playable, and it's going to be like some last second kind of cheese that they're going to throw out there on us. Because they literally said that it's going to be 3 characters playable between Soul and Dizzy. I didn't mean to actually click Dizzy, but you know, whatever. Alright, so we're going to go in, and I'm going to just use her in general. Again, I don't have like the best gear on her. I'm working on that, so bear with me. And I am not taking her into Banshee 11 because she is not ready for Banshee 11. That is going to get me flat killed. So we can go to Banshee 10 though. Alright, so I'm going to go in and
I think I'm going to faint.
No, why are you gonna faint? You're gonna be alright.
I will do my best.
That was absolutely terrible.
I present to you the greatest magic.
I just love the way she talks. It's just too awesome. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, because she's gonna get it back fast, is we're gonna go over here, we're gonna hope for the critical hit. Which we got it. Which causes the bleed. We're not going to waste any of that, so we're just going to go over here. This is another crit. As you see, turn decrease.
Is it time for magic? Will you help me?
That's another crit. That's another turn decrease. So she might actually be ready to do that attack again next turn.
I'm scared.
But I'm not gonna do it. Which she is. So she got her 2 back already, and as you can see, it was 4 turns. So it's back already. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna save it for the Banshee.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Alright, so we're gonna see if we can get some stacks on her. We did. So we got 2 stacks on there, and then here's where you would want to detonate. And I'm just gonna do it for effect, and we're gonna get the burn out.
You can't close
Which isn't
your
that
eyes.
great damage because I don't have the skills for that, but that is the proper way that you would use her in this sense. Again, she is a high maintenance type of character that you want to actually go in and put some resources into.
Yes.
It's time to draw my sword.
You're gonna stop missing, Samurai.
How will the battle go?
I don't want to do this yet. Alright, so we're gonna go in and we want to get the crit again, which we did get. Turn decrease.
I think I'm going
Let's just
to
heal
faint.
everybody because they went and silenced everybody.
Watch and learn.
And I can't use all my stuff.
I'm excited.
But Balana doesn't care about being silenced because that.
I'm scared.
And we're gonna cheese.
Listen to my song. I will shine.
And we're gonna put pressure on them
Together.
instead of buffing. So they can't do too much damage to me.
Watch carefully.
Let's get this buff
For
out.
King Arthur, I would give my life.
How will the battle go?
And I'm actually gonna do this now to make her immune. Because the Banshee's is gonna come out and debuff everybody anyway. Your AoE.
This is my stage.
Actually, I'm thinking about 11. 11, she would do that.
Shine free.
I'll show you how it's done.
Fine though.
Correct your posture.
I will do my best.
I don't want that to be used yet. That's really annoying if she does that. And again, Balana don't care about being silenced. I love Balana. She gives no fucks, man. Like, just no fucks. This just breaks all logic.
It's time to draw my sword.
Like, bitch, you silenced me? I don't care. Like, what's silence?
How disappointing.
Is it time for magic?
Alright, so we got the same setup again. We're gonna try to get some stacks on her. Alright, so she only got 1 stack on her this time. I don't want to do it. And that actually worked out. So we can burn now. And she got her turn again. So we going cheese. I can't wait to get more strength for her because she's really funny. Oh my god, I love you, Baiken. I can't wait to get you stronger. It's so unrealistically broken that it's not. Baiken is so much fun, y'all.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Oh my goodness. I can't. Hey, can you just debuff her so we get out of here? Baiken don't care either. See if this will kill. Close. Charles is like, hold my coffee. I didn't do a hunt today? Oh yeah, I didn't. It's after 6 now. Boo. Why would you want defense on a critical damage? I see stuff like this and then effect resistance. Oh, God, just make it go away. Make it go away. As you can see, Baiken just basically got the attack 6 times in a row, which was hilarious. But again, my Baiken is not the best right now. Like, you know, I'm not. I got to get my damage up. I need to get that to plus 15. I need to get a better necklace and a ring and all the good stuff. And yeah, then she's just gonna be great. I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun with this character. So if you are lucky enough to actually get her, this is the proper way to actually use her. I don't have the best gear. Again, I apologize. I didn't want to take gear off other stuff. This is kind of like backup of the backup of the backup gear. And I'm just gonna get her all brand new gear because she deserves it. She's a waifu. I don't even care if she got her one arm missing. It don't matter. She's still a waifu. She's still thick. And like the arm don't matter with the thickness. I know that sounds extremely messed up, but it just doesn't. And you know, pretty much that's how you use her. You set up your S1 and your S2 to unload your S3 and detonate. But you absolutely positively, this all revolves around crit. Now, my 81%, I got lucky and I didn't not crit any one time, but it does happen when you don't crit and then you feel bad. So you absolutely got to get her at 100% crit rate to make full use of her kit. And you absolutely have to control her, unless you just don't care about what you're doing at that point in time. But it's not going to work out for you in PvP if you do not control her. So I will catch you guys next video. Be legendary and good luck to you on your limited summons if you haven't gotten her yet. And if you've gotten her yet, it's pretty much how you use her. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.